Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, and tonight we're on the red carpet at the world premiere of USA's incredible new show, Dig. We'll be bringing you interviews with all of the stars, including Jason Isaacs, and Heche, Lauren Ambrose, and more. So get ready for a great night behind the velvet rope. Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade. First of all, Heche, you look beautiful tonight.
Thank you.
And this show, it looks like it's going to be an enormous winner for you guys and USA. I've been telling everybody, it seems like National Treasure meets Da Vinci Code. You get murder, and as Jason Isaacs said, you run around, you jump around, there's a love affair, there's everything. Talk to me about being part of it.
Well, you know, as you are being gifted something in the world when you've worked as many jobs as I have, and something comes along that offers this much potential to entertain, it's really fun. And yeah, you can say it is a little bit of everything, and I guess it is, but then it's more than anything that I ever thought a show would be about, honestly. There's a lot of belief systems that are involved here, and there's a lot of passion that people have around the Holy Land that is infused in this story, and you know, also it's a fun murder mystery thriller, so there's a lot to figure out, and I think people will really love that part.
You and Jason, such a chemistry. There's a love affair, although we kind of detailed it as more friends with benefits.
Oh, he's very strong about his, I don't love her, it's not a romance.
She's not
talk.
my girlfriend.
Yeah, no, I just have sex with her.
Talk to me about working with him.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. He's awesome. I was a fan of his in Awake, and I thought that this, I mean, even though my nickname for him is 006, you know, he's James Bond, man. He does it. He rocks it. He saves the world. It's really cool, and he has fun doing it.
You have had so many diverse roles over a terrific career. What drew you to this one specifically?
Well, first of all, when I read the script and I couldn't stop turning the pages, but secondly, when I went to meet them and I said, where did you get this stuff from? And they said, from the real world, from the internet and from the headlines. So although it's a phenomenal story and it's a page turner, it feels like it's fantasy. It's actually based on very real groups and very dangerous people out there who would like this to be the last day of our lives.
One of the things I love is we're seeing right now with the golden age of television, television is rivaling movies in terms of production. This thing looks like a movie, a long movie. Yeah. Talk to me as an actor who's done so many movies, being part of a project like this, because it really is just this long movie-like production.
Well, you can, first of all, one of the things about making television as opposed to making movies is that grown-ups stay at home more, and young people go out. So you can tell complicated stories about nuanced relationships. I mean, for instance, Heche plays my boss in this. We're sleeping together, but we're not lovers. We're friends, but it compromises our work
benefits.
Well, yeah, and it's an odd thing to find in a story. And can you do that without there being romance? And similarly, it gets into some very, political and religious territories that are extremely contentious. And this is about an area in Jerusalem which is probably the most controversial piece of land in the history of mankind. And I'm not sure that movies want to touch that stuff. And television is not afraid to go there.
Cable has become the new golden landing spot for everybody.
Yes, yeah.
This is like a movie, this show. How cool is that? Like when you see this finished product, the production, you're like watching like a 7-hour movie.
It feels like that. I think that there's such attention to the art and the light, and there's such interesting choices with the cinematography, and the locations that we shot in are so like they're powerful. Like you walk into some of these places and you're just like, how did we get the permits to shoot here? Like how on earth are we in these tunnels? How are we in these caves? You know, it's and I think that really comes across on screen there, and everything is done with so much depth and grounding, so it's not like we're just like in fake stuff or in the real place. I don't know. It was amazing.
I've been telling the rest of the cast, I've seen the first couple episodes. I love this show.
Great.
Talk to me about being part of it.
Oh my God, so lucky I feel. I mean, it's been such a thrill ride. We started off this show in Jerusalem, all of a sudden we're in New Mexico, then Croatia, 3 continents 9 months ago. So it's been a thrill ride, and just the way that, the whole thing is, it's written like the way Gideon and Tim works, they didn't hand out the scripts before we started. We just had the pilot. And then we were waiting. We were like, okay, what's going on? We want to know what's next. And they're like, hold off. And then, so as it went, we kind of learned about our characters and the story. And it was just like, I think as much as fun as it was for you to watch it, it was for us to do it because we didn't know what was going on. So it was really special in that way.
One of the things I love is USA really let you guys push the envelope on this. This show has such a distinct, edgy cable feel to it. The content is incredible. When you're able to put this to screen, it's got to be so great.
It's very fun. You know, I spent a season on Suits, which is another USA show, which was sort of like a central to the core of who USA is. So it was very fun for me also then to be able to, whatever fans I have who are Suits fans, for them to see this very different, very dark, very difficult to understand at times world, and it's fun. I think it will be a testament to the resiliency of the USA audience that they're going to come and watch this show.
Being part of this show, this cast is wonderful. The twists and turns are wonderful. It's got to be such a great experience.
It was a wonderful show to work on. I loved working with David Costabile. We had a lot of scenes together. I love working for Gideon, working with him. Gideon Raff is the guy who's created it, and I really feel like because of him, it has great authorship, and he's really crafted this beautiful story that really has a beginning, middle, and an end. So you're very cared for as a viewer, and I really appreciate that. I liked working that way too.
Tell me about being part of it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Give me all the spoilers because nobody else
Sure,
is.
I'll reveal every detail. No, you're going to have to watch to find out.
And all of a sudden USA gives me a cease and desist letter and you're no longer.
Exactly. I'm not getting in trouble too. Yeah, no, it's been a great thing to be a part of. In addition to just it being a really great story, you know, we've been blessed with two showrunners who are master storytellers and a cast of actors that are so talented and such nice people.
This cast, brilliant. Talk to me about working with these wonderful actors.
It's an amazing cast, and they're from across the globe, and I've had a great time working with each and every one.
Speaking of globe, this tackles such relevant topics right now. Talk to me as an actress being part of a show that does tackle topics that are relevant.
Well, it is a challenge. We do deal with things that I think are very dark and also very...
twisted.
Yeah, twisted. Thank you.
Jason Isaacs, who's over there. You have Heche, Lauren Ambrose. I mean, really accomplished, award-winning, great actors and actresses. When you get a cast like that together, does the chemistry instantaneously work?
It certainly did in this case, yeah. And what you were saying about how the stories don't converge right away, what it allowed is that people, the actors got to be inside of their characters actually for a while before they started actually meeting one another. So when they did finally come together, they had been playing their characters for several episodes already, and I think it really helped with the chemistry.
One of the things I love is this show tackles things that are relevant today, topics that are relevant today. Does that create more of an oomph to it when you know that there's messages from a show that might get widely watched that are going to translate to the public?
Well, I think we're both interested in timely issues, in raising questions, not necessarily answering them in a didactic way, but raising them. So the show has a very thrilling level to it, just as if, you know, but then there's a deeper one that if you want to go there, you can ask yourself about faith, about fanaticism, about religion, about what's going on in the world right now. And both Tim and I are very interested in these issues.